So, in today's world, there's so much content about how you can become a high value man, how you can become emotionally guarded, how you can build your life. But at the same time, even though you're working on yourself, you also need to have the ability to actually spot a woman who can also be a match for you. Also, spotting a woman who is high value, even for you as well. And here's the thing, not every woman is actually capable of emotional depth. Not every woman is capable of offering that safe kind of love to a man, which is why it's even more important for you to actually know what are the qualities that you should be identifying in a woman before you even decide that, okay, maybe you're attracted to her or maybe you like her. A lot of you guys, you end up liking a woman without actually judging her character and her personality, without even knowing anything about her, and these are the situations that often leads to heartbreak. So in today's video, let's talk about how can you actually identify a woman who has that emotional bandwidth, maturity and depth that you want in your girlfriend or in your partner as well. So, if you're new here, I'm Vesh and I'm a men's relationship coach, and I help men heal their traumas, attachment issues, and wounded masculinity in order for them to pursue meaningful connection with women. Now, if you want to work on any attachment issue that you have or any trauma that you have specifically gone through, you can reach out to me through Instagram, DM me the keyword coach, and we can schedule a call. So let's get into what an emotionally intelligent woman looks like who does not just speak about love but also knows how to do love. The first thing is she knows how to own her emotions without blaming you for it. She is someone who knows how to take responsibility of her own feelings and her own emotions without actually making you the villain for it. People have conflicts, everyone has emotions, especially women being very much more emotional than a man is. But at the same time, she is not projecting that emotion onto you and she is not making you solely the cause of her emotions, and she also knows how to regulate herself. If she is upset, she is not the one who will lash out, be reactive, or even give you the silent treatment by pulling away. And the biggest thing an emotionally intelligent woman would say is, I feel hurt instead of you hurt me. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to feel not seen in a relationship or a connection. Conflicts are inevitable. But instead of blaming it on you, an emotionally intelligent woman would actually personalize her feelings and tell, I am feeling sad, I am feeling hurt, I am feeling angry, instead of saying things like, you made me angry, you made me sad, you hurt me. Because when the language is you oriented, naturally the person in front of you will get defensive. So, this does not lead to a healthy conflict resolution when that's happening. And this also shows that she is not projecting her wounds onto you and she is not dragging her childhood traumas into the connection and projecting that into the connection itself. In a way, she takes ownership of her own emotions and communicates her emotions to you in a healthy manner. The second sign is she knows the difference between intimacy and intensity. A lot of you guys fall into a connection or a relationship solely based on the initial intensity that you guys find in a relationship. And this is what causes the relationship to eventually break down with the same intensity with which it started. One of the biggest red flag in a relationship is heavy chemistry and heavy intensity in the very beginning. People take time to reveal their true version. People take time to know each other. And when you guys are so intense in the very beginning, often you miss the red flags in this very process. She is not someone who would actually crave drama, and she is not someone who think that toxic highs and emotional lows are butterflies or it doesn't trigger her nervous system, and she doesn't let it even trigger her nervous system in the very first place. Intensity early on is one of the biggest red flags that you guys need to keep an eye on. She is someone who is grounded in her own safety. She is comfortable in her own body and has a sense of safety within her. And even you, in her presence, you would actually naturally feel calm, steady, and you will even have clarity as to where exactly her emotions stand. What is she thinking? And she even knows not to hide things from you and communicate whatever is it that she has in her mind clearly to you. The third sign is she listens to understand and not defend herself. Most people do not listen. They only listen to defend themselves or actually wait for their turn to speak up. But an emotionally intelligent woman, she actually listens to you. She doesn't twist your own issues back to you. She doesn't try to defend herself, and she actually tries to understand and even take the things that you're telling her as feedback so that she can also work on herself. Now, it's not that you don't need to work on yourself, but it has to be a mutual discussion where you guys are giving each other feedback and you guys can actually see what needs to be worked on in the connection. She actually has a bandwidth to ask questions like, tell me more about this thing, or is this how you felt? Instead of saying things like, oh, if you felt that way, I also felt the same way. This is how women sometimes deflect the things that you say back to you and not listen to what exactly is that you are trying to communicate with her. When a woman wants to understand, not control or correct you, you will naturally feel this with her. The fourth sign is she knows how to regulate herself and she does not expect you to fix her problems or be her therapist. And it's okay to emotionally support each other. That's what a real relationship is all about, where two people are mutually helping each other grow into better people and helping each other face some difficulties that life throws in your way. But it's not your job to fix her, soothe every emotional spirals that she has every time she pulls away, and it's not your job and your responsibility to carry the emotional weight in the relationship. Because what's going to happen is when you start doing this, when you start overgiving and when you start overholding the space for someone, she's going to eventually start dumping her problems and her emotions onto you, and eventually you will end up resenting her. And resentment, once born in a connection, is the death of a connection. An emotionally intelligent woman, she knows the things that she has been through. If she has had traumas in her childhood, she knows how to work on it. She has done the inner work. She probably goes to therapy. She has resources. She has tools like meditations or things that she does to make sure that she is also taking care of her own mental health and not solely relying on you as her support system. In a way, it's a very good sign if a woman has a healthy support system around her where she has good friends, she has other people that she can lean on, and not just you being the emotional center of her world. The fifth sign is she can be honest without actually being cruel. Emotional intelligence is not just about sugarcoating things, but it's about trying to deliver something that bothers her to you in a healthy manner. She is not someone who will be passive aggressive, leave you confused as to what exactly is going on in her mind and what exactly is bothering her. You won't have to ask her 100 times as to what exactly is wrong within the connection or why is she acting that way. She will tell you clearly and kindly and respectfully that if you have done something wrong and if you have done something to hurt her, just to convey your words and just to convey how she feels, she doesn't feel like she needs to put you down or be extremely harsh or cruel towards you. Problems can also be communicated in a respectful, kind manner. So, if your woman is raising her voice on you and if you're tolerating that, this is a very big sign that there is something very wrong in the relationship. The sixth sign is she knows her triggers and she doesn't always make that your fault. Let's be honest. All of us have some or the other kind of abandonment wound and some or the other kind of traumas and insecurities. But let's say if she is getting triggered at one point in the relationship, which is very natural for a woman to go through, at least she knows that it's probably from her past. It's probably because of something that has happened to her, maybe in her childhood or even any past relationship. And she does not blame you solely for it, but she can actually connect the dots and feel where this trigger is coming from. And she might say things like, I'm triggered in this moment and I know I need to work on this. And she might even communicate with you in a healthy way as to why exactly did that whole particular situation probably even trigger you so that you are aware of her triggers as well and you guys can work through it together. It's not that she expects you to never make mistakes, but she also expects you to probably bring some kind of emotional awareness to the table when she is communicating the things that she has gone through in her life. The seventh sign is she knows that love is not ownership, but it's partnership. At her core, she knows that love is all about, trusting someone, respecting someone, and not about controlling someone. If your woman does not have the faith in you, in your career, in the things that you do outside the relationship as well, that is naturally going to affect your self worth and that's going to make you doubt yourself. Because at the core of it, if you have a woman by your side who's truly supportive of what you're doing and has that faith in you, you will rise as a man to the kind of heights that you don't even know about. But it's very hard to find these kind of women who are very supportive, especially in today's age where women have become so masculine and they always want to be in control and they have that sense of trust issue when it comes to a man taking a lead in the relationship. Also, at the same time, she won't be overly controlling and she is not going to actually make you feel guilty for having your own life outside the relationship, where you have your own hobbies, your own passion, your own friends, and a life apart from her as well. Because at the end of the day, you guys are two different individuals coming together to form a life together. You guys were individuals even before you met each other. It's about creating a life together, but not making each other the center of your entire world. Even if she does the same thing, or even if you do the same thing, that is not a healthy relationship. In a healthy relationship, there has to be space for both the people to actually breathe and have a life of their own outside the relationship. And she is also not someone who would try to test you over and over again and try to make you prove that you are invested in the relationship. That sense of trust and respect is already there from the very beginning, and it's not something that you have to work hard to make her believe in. So, if you are wondering, how am I going to know if I will meet such kind of a woman? You need to start making decisions from a sense of discernment. You guys give your heart out to anyone that you meet for the very first time. Of course, it's going to eventually break if you keep doing that. Instead, give the relationship and some connection time to breathe in the initial days. Take 2 to 3 months to get to know someone. Wait till you have the first argument or conflict with her, because when conflict happens for the very first time, that naturally shows a lot about a person's character. Does she have the emotional intelligence to handle a conflict? Does she have the emotional intelligence to communicate? These are only things that comes out when things are not so comfortable within the connection. It's very easy to believe that someone is the right person for you when things are all smooth and flowy. But the real character of a person actually comes out only when things are not so smooth within the connection. This is where both of your ability to actually work as a team and resolve the problem comes up and shows. And you need to even learn to ask the uncomfortable questions to actually understand a woman's emotional intelligence. Ask her questions like, what are some of your red flags? What are some things that you learned about yourself from the past relationship? What are some of the childhood traumas that you have? What are some of your triggers? You guys need to have such uncomfortable questions early on in the connection to understand her emotional depth and her emotional intelligence. This is if you want a long lasting and long term relationship. Because in the beginning, everything is rainbows and sunflowers until it's not. So before you actually give your heart out to someone, ask the difficult questions and go beyond the surface level questions as to what her hobbies are and what she likes doing for fun. And a woman with emotional intelligence will never make you feel small. She is going to bring you peace and not chaos. So, I hope this episode was helpful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.